So, UFC Fight Night Adesanya vs Pyfer just went down this weekend, and I, King here MMA, will be discussing every fight on the card. So let's get right to it. You know the deal. Instagram's live, the YouTube's running. I post videos every week. Let's get to it. Let's discuss the first fight, man, because I don't it's really hard to defend Israel Adesanya. He was going good in that first round, but he was more brawling. You know what I mean? He was brawling with Joe Pyfer more than being smart and technical. And he did have a good first round. He did have good moments. He was chopping up that leg. But man, in that second round, he seemed gassed, bro. So did Pyfer. Pyfer was a victim of it as well. But Pyfer seemed more game to try and take him down. And when he got him down, Izzy just couldn't get back up, and it was basically finished by police brutality. It's not a good look, man, because Joe Pyfer was ranked number 14. Now, I do believe Joe Pyfer is a top 10 middleweight. I'm not saying he isn't. But this performance just showed me a lot. And I would have liked to see Adesanya retire. But good win for Pyfer, man. I'm not gonna bag him. I think he's a good prospect. He's good for the middleweight division. I would like to see him fight maybe Bahalia or someone along those ranks. I don't think he needs someone in the top 5 yet. But if they do make the Evolve fight for him, I understand. And for Izzy, I'd like to see him retire, or at least a retirement fight. New Zealand, I think that'd be perfect. New Zealand fight night, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I'll talk about the fight a little bit more afterwards. And oh my god, bro, I've never seen something more disgusting in my life. Who does that to my girl Macy Barber? Nah, but this was legitimately this whole card was crazy with stuff like this, but this scared me because I was like, oh my god, Macy Barber's having a seizure in the cage, because Alexa Grasso right down the pipe spun her head around and went for that choke. She was basically already knocked out, and the way Macy reacted to it. But bro, really good win for Alexa Grasso. Macy Barber was on a 7-fight win streak. I'd like to see Alexa Grasso back in not a title shot, but I'd like to see her back fighting just before the title, because she is 1-1 with Shevchenko. It's not like she isn't. Macy Barber, I want to see her take some time off. That was nasty. It was brutal. But yeah, man, good win for Alexa Grasso. For Macy Barber, you just get caught, man, and it sucks. But please heal up. We all pray for your safety, and yeah, that's all we can do. Anyway, good win for Alexa Grasso. Who does that to Nico Price? Nah, I'm kidding, obviously. Michael Chiesa instantly gets Nico Price down and gets the rear naked choke for his retirement fight. Biggest layup fight in UFC history for a retirement. Let's give him a 30-minute send-off package. Oh yeah, Michael Chiesa's career was so important. People forget, man, Nico Price just retired too. He's retired already, but this was a legitimate retirement. I did think that was a little bit wrong. I thought, if you're not going to give him a video package, at least give Nico Price, give him the courtesy of, he had 20 fights in the UFC. That's a lot of fights in the UFC, man. I think Nico Price deserved a bit of a send-off. But, it was a layup. We all know Nico Price wasn't worthy anyway. But he done the UFC right. He always took up fights on short notice, and he always took the hardest fights. Nico Price deserved it as much as Michael Chiesa. But yeah, they both retired. Good careers on both of them, and yeah, it's a good way to send off Chiesa on a 4-fight win streak. Anyway, let's stop talking about this. Juicy J gets caught. I didn't think Larian Douglas was a fraud, but I did think Julian Erosa would just show his vet, like he's not underdog, but Juicy J in these sort of performances usually comes back and shows a half decent performance. He just looked slow, man. And he was getting dropped with those jabs real hard by Larian Douglas. Larian Douglas, man, he looks like a good prospect. I think he should fight someone mid of the featherweight rankings, maybe a bit higher up. Good win for Larian Douglas. A lot of people put Juicy J. I don't know why they shit on Juicy J so much. He is not half bad featherweight. But yeah, good win for Larian Douglas. For Julian Erosa, I'd like to see him fight an unk, bro. Fight someone around his age who's been in the UFC for a while, so yeah. But good win for Larian Douglas. And Juicy J, we'll get him something. There's always something for Juicy J. Anyway, and just how I predicted it, bro. Literally, Mansour Abdul Malik, don't think he's a fraud. I just thought Yasuri Balguri had a decent kickboxing career. When you're fighting Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira, I don't think Mansour Abdul Malik could be up to the test. It wasn't a test, just up to a prospect that was as confident, as good as Yasuri Balguri. I really thought he's a very dangerous kickboxer with that range, crazy range. We've got to remember this. He's friggin' 6'8". That's insane for the middleweight division, of 6'7". I can't believe I made that joke. But yeah, Mansour Abdul Malik, I still think he's going to be a good middleweight. I think he just ran into Yasuri Balguri. For Malik, brutal KO. He got dropped a few times in that second round too. I'd like to see him take some time off. He could fight a nice middleweight prospect. I'll match him up later. And yeah, for Yasuri Balguri, I've been hearing a lot about, he should fight Israel Adesanya. I'd like to see him fight Ateba Gautier. Spoiler alert, I think Ateba smokes Aussie Diaz. I think that'd be a perfect prospect versus prospect fight. One with dangerous Ngannou power versus a legitimate kickboxer in Yasuri Balguri. But yeah, good win for him. And Abdul Malik should take some time off for a bit. Anyway, for the next fight, Terrence McKinney does what Terrence McKinney does. First round knockout. I'm so glad I chose my pick because I would have been in the negative. I just hit even on this card. I didn't think Kyle Nelson was going to be able to do anything. Literally the first shot, he just dropped, head kick, he cops, drops to the ground and basically turns into Anthony Smith. But yeah, good win for Terrence McKinney. I want to see him come out of the first round though. No offense, but I like Terrence McKinney. I want to see him go out of the first round for once. So yeah, good win for Terrence McKinney. It's a Terrence McKinney performance. Like I said, I want to see him get out of the first round and fight someone half decent too. I'm not saying Kyle Nelson's terrible. I'm not saying... I just want to see him fight someone that's going to fight him outside of the first round. But yeah, good win for Terrence McKinney. He's always exciting, always fun. And yeah, not much to say about that. But on to the next one. Bro, I don't like this Tafik dude. Because, yes, he won the fight, but he cheated so much. He's such a dirty prick. Watching this fight pissed me off. He grabbed the fence so many times. Then he headbutts Ignacio Barramendez. It was so brutal. Obviously, those elbows slashing Barramendez open on the ground. But he's such a dirty prick. Honestly, are we going to be, supporting Tafik Musasayev after this fight? Fuck no. But it's a good win over a good prospect in Ignacio. He's always a fringe of top 20, and I think we give Tafik. I don't think he deserves a ranked opponent. I think he should fight Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner will slime him out. So yeah, that's what I want to see. For Barramendez, he got badly damaged in that fight, real bad, tough as nails. Respect to him. Fuck Tafik. It pissed me off. That fight pissed me off just only because of all the cheating. But yeah, pretty good fight overall. And for the next fight, the Chase Hooper title runs over, Charles Oliveira 2.0 ain't happening. He just, dude, he's strike. Like, as soon as he threw that strike, I was like, oh my God. He was cooked. And Lance Gibson Jr. obviously didn't respect the power at all. He just smoked Chase Hooper. People said it was a pretty early stoppage. I think it was kind of correct because Chase was going to end up cooked anyway. So, I don't know what you do. Like, I think Chase really needs to up his striking. His striking is shocking. His grappling so good, but you can only get away with it for so long. I don't really want to see Chase Hooper go on a downfall. He's on 2-fight losing streak now. Alexander Hernandez, Lance Gibson Jr. Lance Gibson Jr. went to a split decision with Bobby Green. Bobby Green's a great striker. I don't want to see them feed Chase Hooper again. I do want to see him fight maybe someone not as... Because Lance Gibson Jr. seems pretty good. Obviously, we've got to see how he does against another, someone that's similar to his level. But yeah, I want to see Chase Hooper fight someone that's really well-rounded. Once you use the takedowns, the striking. Yeah. Anyway, good win for Lance Gibson Jr. Don't know why everyone's booing him though. Yeah. On to the next fight. Marcin Tybura. He's a shit fighter, ain't he? What can I say, bro? I did say this. I did think Tyrell Fortune was a PFL guy. He did look good. Those striking numbers are totally wrong. But yeah, he did this on short notice. I know there's a lot of smudging. Who does that to Marcin Tybura? He was smudging Marcin Tybura against the ground, but I think it was a pretty clear decision. Real weird shit. Bruce Buffer doesn't fuck up like that, but yeah, we have another heavyweight. There's not much to say about this fight. I think Marcin needs to hang it up, or at least tell the UFC, hey, my next fight's a retirement fight. But yeah, good win for Tyrell Fortune, I guess. I need to see him on a full camp. That's all. That's all I've got to say about this fight. Good win, good smart pick, because I didn't think Marcin was gonna fraud check Tyrell Fortune. I'm thinking Curtis Blades or someone like that will fraud check him. Yeah. Bro, Casey O'Neill proves me wrong. This is anytime I go against an Aussie, they just prove me wrong. It's oh yeah, Gabriela Fernandez, her win streak was crazy. Casey O'Neill just didn't give a shit. She was fuck it, I'm gonna knock her. She beat the shit out of Gabriela Fernandez she owed her money. Out the gate, swinging. And she was up against the fence. It was so brutal. The women's fights tonight were crazy. Obviously, the first one wasn't. But, bro, Casey O'Neill back in the mix. I'd like to see her fight someone in the top 10 of her division. But yeah, good win for Casey O'Neill. And Gabriela Fernandez, it's a bit rough, but you live and you learn. Yeah, I'll be supporting Casey O'Neill for next time. Navajo Sterling finally gets a finish. Bro, can we just talk about Dominic Cruz? Dominic Cruz legitimately needs to be slimed out. What the fuck? Oh yeah. See, this is what Keith Peterson should have been. Shut the fuck up, Dominic. This guy is literally getting fucking murdered on the ground, and you're just making comments about your fight. Bro, it was 7 years ago. Who gives a shit? That doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. Who cares that... He's such a fucking whiny little bitch, honestly. But, yeah, Navajo Sterling gets a brutal finish over Bruno Lopez. Bruno Lopez could have won that first round. Just saying. But I thought Navajo Sterling was winning, just, But yeah, he wobbled him, got him down, and then just beat the shit out of him. He doesn't have much power in his hands, Navajo Sterling, but I do want to see him fight either one more prospect or someone in the top 15 now. He's on a 5-fight win streak. I think we need to see him fight someone in that fringe of top 20. So yeah. Good win for Navajo Sterling. Anyway, and Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. I didn't think it was a draw. Sorry, I chose Ricky Simone too, and I was like, oh, thank God they made it a draw. I thought it was Adrian Yanez. He'd been off for 2 years, and bro, he nearly killed Ricky Simone in that third round. I thought it was a 10-8. But they just ruled it a draw. They're in Ricky Simone's hometown. So yeah, it's a draw. No one wins. Don't rebook this fight. I've been seeing they're trying to rebook draws lately. Don't do it. No point. I think Adrian Yanez should fight someone up. I think he won this fight. A lot of people do. And Ricky Simone, get him a lower tier bantamweight. Just a bit lower tier. Maybe Ricky Simone versus Malcolm Wellmaker. That could be cool. That'd be a good fight. Anyway, and for the last fight of the night, Alexia Tarnara has a real boring decision against Bruno Brazil. Bruno Brazil just never shows up the case. Worst fighting nerd. Tarnara, she's going to be alright. She's, I don't know how far she'll go at strawweight. She'll probably be a top 10, but probably never fight for the title. She might fight for the title. It was just a pretty boring performance. I need to see more from Tarnara. Bruno Brazil is just so gun shy. But yeah, let's talk about the main event again. For Izzy, like I said, I'd like to see maybe one more fight, and that's it. I don't want to see him fight anymore. It's just, he's like, I'm never gonna give up. Like, there's just no point. Like, what? You've got the money. You've had the legacy. There's you're one of the best middleweights of all time. I don't think there's no point. Like, what's next? Like, what is next for Izzy? What, he's gonna be ranked number 13, 12. The Roman Dolidze, are we serious? Is this how far we're going to go? A boost in the Magomedov? Bruno Ferreira, are we seriously going down this route? I don't think so. I'd like to see Izzy fight Reina de Ritter in New Zealand for one last fight. Win, lose, or draw. He retires. That'd be sick. For Joe Pyfer, a lot of great matchups. There's actually a lot of people, I think, with his style, he beats in middleweight. I think he beats Anthony Hernandez after Anthony Hernandez's last fight. Who else is at middleweight? Bahalio, that could be a good fight. I think Bahalio versus Joe Pyfer is the fight to make. But yeah, man, listen. I went horrible for picks. This was the best fight night ever. I had to rewatch this whole card. I was coaching. Didn't do too well, but doesn't matter. We'll count how many we got right, and yeah, we'll end the video. So I got what? Another one, 2, so 3. Jesus, 4, 5, 6. So what? That's Jesus. We are 6, 1. And 6, but 6, 1, and 12. So 6 of 12, or 6, 1, and 13. That's terrible. That's the worst we've done ever on this channel, legitimately. But listen, man, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I always appreciate you guys coming on. If you like the ambiance, if you like the lo-fi music in the background, give a comment, say, hey, it's good, it's nice. If you think I could be a bit louder, it's hard to do that. I don't live by myself. But yeah, thanks for coming on the video, appreciate it. I'll make the matchup video tomorrow. But thanks, I'll see you all later. Bye.